Hi, I'm Dr. Bhaya, your physical therapist. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please go below. Press the subscribe button and the bell icon to never miss any updates. Today I'm going to talk about carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome is a condition in which the median nerve, which runs along the length of the arm, goes through the forearm and then runs through the passage or the tunnel here called carpal tunnel. And when this passes through the tunnel, it can get compressed due to a lot of reasons. When there is compression of this median nerve, it can give you tingling, numbness, weakness in your hand, especially in the thumb, the index finger and the middle finger, and to some extent also in the ring finger. The pain increases especially at night, and it's also worse during the day, and it flares up mainly with the gripping activities. It is most common in people having diabetes, pregnancy, obesity, and even rheumatoid arthritis. It's also really common in professions who are involved in repetitive and overuse of the hand or the wrist motion, especially who are involved in typing activity. It's also really common in people with who are like musicians, baker, knitters, and also hairstylists, because they have to use their hand or repetitive motion of the wrist. So if you have tingling, numbness and weakness in the hand or these fingers, as I mentioned, these exercises are for you. So the very first exercise which I'm going to demonstrate to you guys is the stretch for your wrist muscles. So for that, you can actually bring the wrist in this position with the palm facing towards you guys, keeping the elbow straight like this. And if you feel the stretch already in your wrist, then hold it for 30 seconds and we'll do it for 3 repetitions. But in this position, if you don't feel the stretch, use the other hand to give you a little gentle stretch like this. And then hold this position for 30 seconds such that you feel a good stretch in the front of the palm like this. Hold it for 30 seconds and we'll do it for 3 repetitions. Okay. So this was the first stretch. Now the second stretch, which I'm going to demonstrate, is this, where you keep your elbow straight, palm is facing towards me like this. And if I feel the stretch already in here, then I'm going to hold this position for 30 seconds and do it for 3 repetitions. But if I don't feel the stretch, then I'm going to use my other hand to give a little gentle overpressure such that I feel a good stretch and no pain. Hold it for 30 seconds and do it for 3 repetitions. Now, the third exercise is going to be where you keep your fist like this, and then when you open it, try to spread your fingers apart. And then again, bring it together. Make sure you don't hold on, like you don't grab or put pressure on your palm like this. It's just going to be a gentle fist like this, and then open your fingers like this, and then back again. So we'll do this for 15 times. Nice and slow. Spread them apart, bring it back. Okay? 15 times. Now, the next one is going to be the thumb touches. So, or you can say like tip to tip exercise, in which you're going to bring your tip of the thumb to the tip of the other fingers like this. Try to use your thumb so that it reaches, so you will have a little bit more flexibility and mobility in your thumb as well. So you can do tip to tip, where the tip of the thumb and tip of the other finger touches. So you can do this 15 times, each finger and each thumb, and with the thumb. Now the next one you can do is pulp to pulp. So the pulp of the thumb touches the pulp of the finger like this. Again, you will do this 15 times. Okay. Now, the next exercise is called as nerve gliding exercises. So there are different positions in which you have to move your hand along with the fingers such that the nerve is going to glide in the tunnel, which will help you in releasing the nerve a little bit, and it will help it to glide better in the tunnel. So the very first position in which you're going to keep your hand is going to be a gentle fist like this. Open your fingers like this with the thumb next to it. You're going to keep the palm facing this direction. Okay. Now you're going to extend your fingers from here, from the knuckles, and then face the palm towards your face like this, with the fingers still in extension like this. Now, spread the fingers and thumb like this, and then move the thumb a little bit like this. Okay? When you do this, make sure you hold each position for at least 2 to 3 seconds. And when you do that, you will definitely feel a little bit tension in the palm and the fingers, but you shouldn't feel any pain. I'm going to demonstrate this to you again. Make sure you remember the sequence in which the hand and fingers move. Okay? So you're going to start with a gentle fist like this. Not too tight, just gentle. Open your fingers. Extend the fingers. Move the palm facing towards your face. Then spread your fingers and thumb. Use the other hand or fingers to move the thumb in this direction. Okay? We'll do this for 10 to 15 times, and each position you're going to hold for 2 or 3 seconds. Okay? The next exercise which we are going to go to is tendon gliding exercises. So gliding the tendons in the tunnel or for your wrist and fingers, it will help you in improving the mobility of the wrist and hand. So follow the sequence in that way and it will help you improve the mobility in your wrist. So for that, we're going to start with the palm straight like this. Now you're going to get into a grip called hook grip like this, where your knuckles are bent from here. The knuckles are straight here, but it's bent from here. The thumb is going to be next to it like this. Now you're going to go into the duck position like this. Okay. Then you're going to go with a straight fist. So all the knuckles are straight here. The thumb is next to it. Okay. Now the next one is going to be the gentle fist. Okay. So again, this position also you're going to hold it for 2 to 3 seconds, and we do it for 10 to 15 times. I'm going to demonstrate the tendon gliding exercises again, just so that you know the sequence of it. Okay, the very first position is going to be straight, then L position or the duck position, then straight fist with a thumb next to it, and then a gentle fist. Okay. Now you can also use a bottled water like this, or you can use the dumbbell at home to strengthen your wrist muscles. So you're gonna hold your forearm like this. You can use a pillow just to help you have good stabilization or support. And then just use the wrist to lift it up. If having the dumbbell or the bottle is too heavy for you, just try to do the normal range of motion with the wrist. So you can do this gentle upward movement of the wrist. Nothing with the forearm, just the gentle movement here. You can do this for 15 repetitions. If this is too easy for you, then you can grab onto the dumbbell and do this for 15 repetitions. The next exercise is going to be the palm facing upwards. You can keep the fingers like this. Just move or curl your wrist. You can do this for 15 repetitions. Too easy for you? Then use the dumbbell or the bottle and move it upwards. Okay. The third one is going to be the wrist moving in downward direction and then upward direction. Make sure there's no movement from the forearm. It shouldn't be like this. The forearm is stabilized. Just move the wrist up and then the down position. Okay. So this is going to be 15 upwards and 15 downwards movement. This will help you in strengthening the wrist muscles as well. You can do these exercises 2 to 3 times in a day. Especially at night when you feel the tingling and numbness in your hand, you can try to shake off your hand like 10 to 15 times, and that will help you to reduce those symptoms. Also, during the day, try not to use your hand, try to avoid repetitive use of your hand or wrist. Also, you can don a brace, the wrist brace, which will help to keep your wrist in the neutral position. Like not too much of extension or not too much of flexion. The wrist brace is going to help you keep your wrist in neutral position like this. Also, try to take multiple breaks during your work. Like after every 30 minutes or 1 hour, try to rest your wrist or try to do some stretches, which will help you in reducing the symptoms. If you have any questions with respect to this video or the exercises, or if you want me to make a video in future for any other conditions you have, please do not forget to write it in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to check out my video on wrist pain exercises and decurvain tenosynovitis, which will help you in strengthening your wrist and finger muscles as well. Well, I hope these exercises help you. Thank you.